Hi everybody. Hello. Hello, hello. Sorry about that. We had a little bit of a thing going on here. Okay. Hello, hello. I'm hoping I can read the chat is way over there. So, if you need me to see something, it's going to have to be in capital letters. And hello, hi Laura, hi Tara, hi Denise, hi Kelly, hi Bonnie. Hello. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start with coffee dyeing. We are going to move on to egg dyeing. I do have some dye already in. I had several different ones of these. This was the only package that I had. So when we get to that, we'll do that. I also pulled these out, but I'm not going to use those today. Okay? So for coffee dyeing, you can coffee dye there's a lot of things, okay? So, one of the things you want to do is test your paper to see how it's going to work for you. I'm going to be using regular copy paper today, along with some other just random papers, but I wanted to show you. I did, at one time, I coffee dyed an architecture book. This was cabinets. I have coffee dyed deli paper, and this is what I use when I do those stamp tattoos like I did in the fishing journal. This is regular copy paper, and this is, this is coffee dyed and put in the oven. A lot of times, I don't use my oven. In the summertime, there is no way. It's too hot. And so I have a big table. Our table is about 4 foot by 5.5 feet, 6 foot. And I do put a tablecloth. So I have a plastic tablecloth that I use. And I put that on. And so, oh, looks like we have some more people. Hello. So, so here I have coffee dyed, and I've coffee dyed a lot of this wrought iron book, and you see me use that all the time. Map pages, I coffee dye map pages, ledger paper, all the things that I like to use. So another thing that I like to do is I like to get a variety of looks. So I have pans. I'm going to show you the pans and the things in a minute. But these are the papers. So this is what I call my holy paper. Because I called it holy paper the first couple times that I used it. It's polka dot paper, but it's made with a barbecue grill sheet. Okay, so a thing that you would put on the barbecue to grill vegetables. So it makes awesome. And it does this chemical thing along with the coffee. Okay, so this is using a, what is that called? One of these things, a charger plate. Okay, so I'm going to show you that. That's another thing that I like to do. And it gives you texture. It actually embosses it. And so that is the charger plate. And then we have the little polka dotted paper. That's on a little grill that I have. Hi, everybody that came in. And then, I don't know if you can see this, but this is a plaque that I have. And it's got agapanthus and a butterfly, and it looks like it's embossed, and I do that too. So, so those are some of the things that I have done, and just so you can see, this is a big variety. This is avocado dyed paper. And I just did a video not too long ago, plus I did a series on avocado dyed paper. So you can look at the playlist Dear Julie, Julie, avocado dyed paper, or avocado, Dear Julie, Julie, and you'll find it. So this is the holy paper. And then I did a whole bunch of, I did index cards, envelopes, tags, guest checks, time cards, side-by-side little note paper. This is the little dot. You can see that avocado comes out pink. This is the grill paper, another one of the things that we'll be using. This is just the avocado. Isn't that amazing? Avocado paper, and I did use my oven that day. We got some grungy papers. There's the little, and there's that. So avocado dyeing, and right now I get my avocados from my brother and sister-in-law, and we don't get to see them right now, so I won't be avocado dyeing for a while. Plus I have a lot. Okay, so here's the charger plate that I use. It has raised edges, and I love to use this. It does also have this well here, and it dyes really well. This is my plaque that I use. So you'll see this in the Spring Blossom kit. I did it with water on parchment paper. It was beautiful. Water embossing. So this is the little polka dot pan. These are the big polka dot pan. This is all I use them for, is dyeing, okay? And I put the paper straight on there so they're gnarly. And then I have the other grill. Okay, so right now those are what I'm using. I do also have a Christmas tree pan. And sometimes Christmas time I'll pull that out. Actually, I'll start pulling this out in the summertime and just make a random, few. And sometimes I do them on this side, sometimes I do them on this side. And I have a heart pan somewhere also that I will do sometimes. Okay, so I have made my coffee double strong. Is what I did today. I just did it double strong. And one of the things that I recommend that you do is you go through and you have your papers ready to grab easily. Okay, because I'm not going to wear gloves. And I don't wear gloves. You guys see my hands as they are. I did finally get the blue off with all the washing of the hands we're doing. Got the blue off my hands from yesterday from the Sharpie pen. But so here we go. Okay, so I have put my coffee into a 9x13 pan. The hotter that you can stand to dye with, the better your color is going to be. It just takes better to the paper. I've seen people coffee dye a number of ways. Some people put it in and fold it and have it, or take it out, fold it. I just do it straight. So I'm just going to put it in, and I'm going to put a couple in on top of each other. Okay, I can fit 4 things into my oven at one time. Right now my oven is set at 250, and I do use my timer. And I start my timer, I do 3 minutes, and usually that's not enough. And then I do 4 minutes, and that's not enough. It's usually around 5 for my oven. Everyone's oven is going to be different, and I'm going to recommend that you do your oven, and it's okay, go ahead and splash your hands on your paper. So, and I have different paper than I usually use, and it's ripping. Okay, so I'm just going to take it out, put it on the grill, Move it over. Can you guys hear me okay? I have the microphone hanging off. Oh, see, this one's really ripping off the phone. The funny thing about the ripping paper, a lot of times it will heal itself. So, oh, we don't need that one. We need to take this one. Okay, good. So this is working. Cool. Somebody suggested that I hang, yesterday suggested that I hang the microphone. Well, you know, that wasn't going to work in the way that I had it set up yesterday. But today I was like, oh no, how am I going to do the microphone? Oh, she said to hang it. So thank you. I'm sorry, I don't remember who that was. I think maybe Donna. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, put these in the oven. And like I said, during the summer, I do not, I just lay these on the table. I turn the fan on that's overhead in this, in the kitchen. And I do it that way. I can't do it outside because it's very windy here in the, usually. Okay? So, the polka dot is my favorite to use. And I also sell it in the Etsy shop. I don't think there's any in there right now. But I'll try and get some in there. Oh, that's a good idea, Bonnie, but I can't keep up with it anyway, so that will just give me more anxiety. I'll be going, oh no, I need 8 more. This actually works out, for me, it works out really, really well. But that's, Bonnie said she stacks hers in the oven, and that would make sense because your oven is going to circulate the heat. Probably. Oh, I think I usually do that on the other side, but that's okay. So I have these ready. And so we can move on to, I have my dishes ready for, oh, my back is already hurting. We're going to have to go through this quickly. I forgot. Yeah, my back doesn't do good at this angle. So, I also like to tea-dye tickets. They take they take it really well. I like to tea-dye tags. I also avocado dye them. Guest checks. So if you had a formula for what you like to use in your journals, and you were going to coffee dye, I think that might be, especially the first time, a good way of figuring out what to do. Say, okay, I want, 10 guest checks, 10 tags. I need this many papers, and do it. And then to make sure that you actually like using coffee dyed paper. One of the things about coffee dyed paper is it is acidic. So you want to be careful about using photographs that are important to you around them. That's my opinion. Notice I do my guest check totally all together. I have been known to take them apart. Okay, Now the guest checks and the tickets and the tags are going to take a little longer in the oven than your paper. We're going to check it. And they're not quite ready. They are curling up, but they're not quite ready. Oops. Did that move us? Okay. It just made noise. Yes, Joyce is our Happy Mail queen. I started out in Happy Mail. I still love to do Happy Mail, but she uses our stuff, and she makes beautiful, beautiful other things. Happy Mail, like pocket letters. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we'll do a guest book page. Okay, another thing that you can do is you can add a doily right on top. It's really a trip because your doily will usually soak up the coffee, and then hopefully you'll be able to take it off and have the doily image. Doesn't always work. It sometimes depends on the paper. So little ledger paper is another thing that I like to use a lot in my journals. So I want to have a little bit of all the things. So that gives me 2 small pages. Another thing, I mean, you can do things like add more coffee. Give it a splashy look. I usually do that with a fork because then I get drips in different places. That's when I'm trying to keep my fingers clean. Okay, so let's go check this out. That's the timer. Okay. Our grill papers are good. Our polka dot papers are good. Okay. We'll go ahead and I'll show you those in just a second. Let's go ahead and put our next ones in. So a big one and a little one. And a big one and a little one. I'm going to set it for 4 minutes because it definitely needed 4. And let's go ahead and get a little bit of the coffee off the table. Okay. So these are the papers that we did. You can see we've got a really dark edge, and okay, and these are our polka dot papers. Okay, so lighter, you can just take them. You can take them out while they're still a little damp, and let them finish drying out in the air. So we'll put these over there, and we'll be ready to do those. So let me show you. These we do. Let's grab paper. Okay. Okay. So this We're going to put it in, pull it out, put it on, and I want it to be a page, so I'm going to put it so that it will be a page. Okay, and then I just start gently tapping it. You can use a sponge, but you want to do it gently because you want the paper to stretch slowly. Okay, so the paper is stretching slowly. And I've also done it where I've gotten all the words. I don't do that all the time because it does take a sponge and it does take time. Air drying is lighter. Air drying makes your papers lighter. So if you have a question for me, please put it in capitals because my computer is all the way across the room. You know what? I should turn this next time so that it's like on the TV. We'll have to check that out. I don't know if. Okay. So I'm going to let this one air dry. And you want to be careful because it will rip. And then you can come back and add a little bit of coffee and it will dry into those spots so you can see it a little better. But it does take a while to dry. Okay? So, but this is one of the things that I really like to do is this this plaque. I have a couple of them. This is the one I do mostly. We'll go ahead and set it over here and let it dry. Yeah, hopefully it'll be dry by the time we're done. So this is the charger plate. I need to get more paper. Steal it out of the computer. Or out of the printer. Okay, so again, go ahead and get it wet. We have a minute over there. No, it doesn't. I haven't had it stick to the plaque. Okay, so this, you see, it doesn't quite fit. I'm going to go ahead and pull it, and depending on where, how you want it, if you want more round at the bottom, you want it even, that's going to be up to you. And I'm just going to kind of do it sort of even. And timer for me is important because I've got paper in the oven. So again, you're just going to start going around and pressing it down, tapping it down. So here we go. Okay. So how many of you have never coffee dyed before? Haven't tried it yet? So I'm thinking about doing like a watch party where we, so that I can actually interact with the chat. So I'm thinking about doing that with like one of the new videos that comes out. Maybe one of the flip throughs or something because it's an extra. Less spilling. Hey, but I bet that made some pretty paper. As long as it wasn't your tax documents or something, right? So I go ahead and I let this start drying. When the outside edge will dry first, this inside usually will take longer. And once most of it is dry, I'll take it and do the next one. So that is the charger plate, and you can see it's gonna lightly have that embossing. It's cool. It's just another little thing, and then you can add extra coffee, and it will puddle. Now, of course, this is gonna make it take longer to dry. And like I said, in the summer, I do all my stuff air drying, and I use the fan in here to help speed it up. Okay, so the little ones are good, or the thinner paper. Lucy's here. She might jump up there, see what you all are doing, because things are different in here right now. She's a cat. Okay, so here's that. This one had polka dot and little polka dot, and you can see you also get the grid lines from the grill. So, and I don't worry. I mean, if it's ripped, I'm going to be able to do something with that. Whether it be that this page ends up getting cut up, or it ends up that it is going to, I can use washi tape or something on it, right? So, yeah. So I air dry the majority of the year. I air dry my papers. And I found that because my oven wasn't working for about a month until we were able to get it fixed, and it was in the summer, so it was no big deal. Okay, I'm checking these. Yeah, they're taking a lot longer because they are much thicker paper. Let's check the bottom down here, where we had the little ledger and the guest check with the doily. So this is kind of cool. We have puddle paper. Okay, so it totally took the puddle. And then on our doily, we don't really see the doily, but we do see the outline of the circle. And now we have a coffee dyed doily also that we're able to use. So that's kind of cool. So we'll wait for those to come out. So that is going to be, does anybody have any coffee dyeing questions? Put them in capital letters. Oh, you're looking for at your house for the beeping sound? It's my timer. I'm actually going to take a drink, you guys. Oh, gosh, I'm thirsty. Thirsty. Okay, so, let's see. Use canned beets and add water to dilute a bit. Third less water when you did cherry Kool-Aid. April, I've never done that. I bet you could. So, oh, that's a good idea. Putting baking soda in your coffee to reduce the acid. Yeah. It works better if it's hot or warm. Mine actually is cold. I thought I had left it where we would be. I thought it would be hot. So, okay. April says, let's try now. Oh, we had 2 more papers to put in. We'll put those in. We'll take this one out. Need a hot pad. These are a commodity at my house. Our chip dog thinks that he should eat pot holders. Even the brand new one that had never been used. So here's our guest checks. This one's a little bit damp, but that's okay, it'll dry. Here's our tickets. And the tags always turn out really cool. And you can also take and put your strings down on your tags, and they will give you an interesting little look. Okay, so let's go with. I'm like trying to find a cool pan. Oh, we've got that pan. Okay. Now it's hot. Okay, so I have my little cookie sheet here that is also only for coffee dyeing. And so let's see. Okay, so let's try one of these. April wanted to see if we could double do it. So we'll try this one. Okay. Probably should leave it in there for a little bit longer. So it takes a little longer. Yeah, I've been putting them all in the oven. You can do tea also. I have not done tea. Okay. There we go. So we're trying it with one. We'll try it with one. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our coffee out of the way. And I did a full 12 cups, but usually what I do is I'll do 12 cups of coffee and I'll put like half of it in the pan and then keep the other half so that I can keep adding it to it so that it's warm. But you know what? The puddling and everything is working really well, even though we don't have it like that. So I have another 9x13 pan. And we'll put, let's see, we'll do the orange or red. It's red. It's red, but it's so light. So this is Easter egg dye, the little tablets, and I did not add the vinegar to it. So I'll show you. We'll do another cup of yellow because I'm going to be doing a sunflower journal. So I want some yellow, and so this is the yellow tab. So I'm just going to take my hot water. Hopefully it's still hot. Hopefully. It's not steaming too much. I should have had it on. You know how it is when you're live. Oh well, it'll go, and we'll go ahead and bring over a tray. Okay. And when I've done this, I usually air dry. I haven't put this in the oven. There we go. I just don't want that to stain. I don't want to stain my cup. Okay, so let's go ahead. We can start with a guess check. So you can go ahead and sit it in your dye. And ledger paper. So on the back of your the box, or on the back of this box, it actually tells you For pastel eggs, you use this without vinegar. You add a tablet and 3 tablespoons of water to a cup container, no vinegar. So then to get traditional colored, you add lemon juice. And then for vibrant or ultra vibrant, you add the vinegar. Okay, so these are our other 2 polka dot papers, not the one that we did double, but we've got 2 more polka dot papers. An Easter die just went across the floor. Don't want to lose that. Don't want to see Lucy with a. Okay, so we're going to use foil to put these down. And I'm out of foil and can't go shopping. So here is a very vibrant yellow guest check. Isn't that cool? So a great way to get all the different colors, huh? Hi, Terry. Okay, so you see if we leave it in just a little bit, we get this light color. If we leave it in longer, just like dyeing the eggs, right? Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Isn't that cool? Okay. Here's our red. Beautiful pink paper. Okay. Let's go ahead and add a doily onto, well, I don't think that'll work. Plus we're dinging. Ding, ding. Oh, wow. So this is not dry yet. Probably because it's on the cookie sheet, but it is looking really cool. Our double dye is looking really cool. Ooh, I got red on my doilies. Okay, so another thing that is really, really cool to do is to take and put your tag in a light color, and then take it and put it in a darker color. Get like an ombre look. You can even do that while they're in the cup. We'll try it with this very, very light. We're not going to use that one. Okay. And let's do blue. Oh, hear my big wind chime? I'm like, do I have anything to dry this on? I'll dry it on here. But there's our blue and yellow. Cool. So, green. Does this look familiar? Green. And blue. That's how I got my pansy paper, you guys. Right there. Easter egg die. Green and blue. Okay. So we have the guest book paper. Wow. This is crazy. It's so grungy. Oh my gosh. So this is the double dipped paper. Let's get a regular. This is regular polka dot, and this is double dip polka dot. So thank you, April, for that. We tried that. Look at that grungy edge. If you're looking for something different, I love the sound of it too. So that is double dipping your coffee dyeing, and we're gonna double dip here, but we're gonna go ahead and dip it in. Okay. Whoop! Now we got you got orange on my blue. Ooh, it looks kind of cool. It's kind of tropical. You see this? Kind of tropical too. I think this is my favorite part of the Easter egg dyeing is the ombre. Yeah, I think my favorite is the So to do an ombre, you go ahead, do the yellow or your lighter color and come back and go deep. Come back and go a little bit not as deep. And come back and go deeper. Or not deep at all. Do we have anything to put it on? Put it on the edge of this paper. So no extra charge for the that's not cat hair, it's gold glitter something. Or oh wow, look at that. Isn't that pretty? So that is my favorite way of using the Easter egg dye, is going in and getting the tropical, looks like a tequila sunrise. Aren't those beautiful? So, of course, another thing we'll do this one, we'll do the green, because we haven't done green yet. And I'm just putting it in the cup. Here comes Lucy. Hi, Lucy. So there's the green. Let's go ahead and... So another thing that you can do is go ahead and put your paper in, not quite all the way to the edge, and then come over and put this one in to get the more true color with the ombre in the where they meet. Okay, forgot to get something to put it on. Well, this is really pretty. Okay, so there's an egg dyed piece of paper that is really cool. And I'll just stand here and dry it. There is no place. We'll go put it over here on the tablecloth. So, okay. So, of course, you can go ahead and have trays for all your colors and be able to do that with each. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and really quickly rinse off one of these pans. Sorry, I should have thought of that and done it before. I'll just try and get some of the coffee off of it. It's like going, what are you doing? I've never had a bath before. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to use this one, even though it's got a couple of colors on it. You can. I wouldn't. I'm not going to put, I don't want to mess up the, but you know what? You could maybe put color in your coffee. I know that people put like the alcohol inks and stuff like that. They'll put those in their coffee. And let's go ahead and we'll so we put that one in the oven. We'll try that. Oh, sorry, wrong. See if I can help speed up the drying of some of these papers. Everything's gonna try and run away. Carrie, did you put your coffee dyed paper into your other dyed paper? So I just think that these are absolutely beautiful, and I'm looking forward to using some of these. Let's go ahead and put one of those in the yellow. I'll put one of these in the pink. So I just went ahead, took the tablet, and filled up my cup with water, with hot water. Except for this one, it wasn't hot. But we'll add that in there. Things are flying off the table. Okay, so let's see. We got some things are drying. I absolutely love the guest checks are gorgeous done like that. Tags. I think they're just beautiful. We'll put these up high on the table. So I'm making myself some room so that I have some place to put things as I make them. Take the coffee dye to the other room. Okay. It's up high. Okay. And there we go. So let's see. Oh, we're still drying. feel like I'm Easter egg dying. And I'm going to come across this and it might drip on those. It didn't, but I thought it would. Okay, so that will get you some beautiful things that you can decorate and embellish, I think. Do an envelope. These usually fall apart. The glue usually all comes undone. Sometimes it doesn't, but usually the glue gets wet and comes undone. Okay, so we're pulling out our dyed paper, or dyed polka dot paper. This is, look at this side. That is cool. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It's still drying. But I think that's really cool. I'll put it over here. I think I want more of those. Okay. So these, when you take them out of the water, you want to turn them up so that they come undone. If you're trying to take it apart, you can see if it'll come apart. I'm putting my envelopes in the color. See if that, it's like it's sitting on the side of the pool. If that was blue water, wouldn't that? It's like lawn chairs. You can come up with all kinds of ways of being able to get your papers. Well, that one's ready for it's got room for a guest check. And then I guess we can try these in the oven. Like I said, I've only done the egg dyeing once a couple years ago when Mom and Dad were here. After we all dyed our eggs, I was like, oh, let me try this. And everybody was all into it too. So there's our little Maui. Oh, look at this one. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Do you see what that did? It puddled up in the lines. That is so cool. I can't wait to see what you guys do with this. Oh my gosh, look at this side. Love it. This is fun. This is fun. Fun. Okay, let's get our envelopes out. Let's put our envelopes on here. So there's a green and a blue. Okay. We'll set this up here. I'm taking some off of some of the foil so that I can use the foil. Wow, these yellow tags or tickets look like the yellow tickets that I buy. Okay, so here we go. Let's do another. Oh, wow. It's been in here for a while. This needs, let's put it on a clean one. The one that wow, now we got paper going. Okay. So I'm going to straighten this out. This is, I did clean this one pan. Okay. There we go. Yellow. And the pink. Okay. So this is what we've got here. They're still wet, but I think they're kind of fun. They're mostly dry. Let's put them over here with others. My hair, my back. So, yeah, there we go. We're back. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay, so we'll try it this way and get, I'm going to put it up against the side. Let's try double dipping. Oh yeah, check out the double dip. That looks really cool. Little double dip there. It was after those were pretty much dried. I did the double dip. Is anybody still out there? Say hi. Chat has not moved. Is my chat broken? Hello? I don't know what's going on. I think it's just that the internet is really busy. Really busy. So, here we go. We did another, look at that. Look at that. That is that graph paper that I left in there for a long time. And I think that turned out really cool. I can't wait to use this. I might use some of that in the bird journal. Even. Okay. Well, I have no chat. Is anybody there? Hello? Anybody out there? Hello? well, I am going to call this a video. I think it was a lot of fun. I hope if you're still here that you enjoyed the coffee dyeing and Easter egg dyeing. I will show you the results. I'll do a little video and show you the results later. Find something to celebrate every day. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Have a great day. Bye. Bye-bye.